Alright guys, just cracked open another profitable trade to start the week. And in this video, I want to reveal everything that I've learned about win rate. Okay? Now, first things first, guys, don't forget we are going to be having a live webinar tomorrow. Tomorrow being Tuesday, December 17th. All right, so make sure you please put that in your calendar. We may also have a follow-up on the 19th, depending on how many people show up and if we can cover all the material. And trust me, man, there's so much good stuff I got to get in your hands. All right, so please do me a personal favor and try your best to make it to that live webinar. We're going to be going live at around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on whatever time zone you're in. Okay, now without further ado, let's get into the special video that I recorded for all of you guys and gals out there who for some reason think that a high win rate strategy equals success. I am here to smash that misconception to bits and pieces, and I'm going to show you in my live trading account how to potentially make thousands of dollars trading with only a 40+% win rate. So without further ado, let's get into it. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you in tomorrow's live webinar. Alright guys, in this video, we're going to take a deep dive into this version of the auto trader, alright, the Delta chart reversal version. And what we're going to do is take a peek under the hood, and I'm going to show you in real time, alright, why this version could be the holy grail for trend traders. So let's get right into it, folks. I got a really good one here for you. All right, first things first, congrats to all of my customers and clients who opted into the last remaining special discounted license keys on this auto trader package. I know almost everybody has seen the live unedited video feedback that my customers are sending me. And people have been killing it, man. I mean, I've literally seen results of people that are making $2,000 to $3,000 a day using one of the various auto traders included in the package. Okay, and I also want to say, look, if you love the follow around bot as much as I do, and I would say a majority of my customers, have at it. Keep doing what you're doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But what I wanted to do in this video is show you a very underutilized method that I think a lot of you guys are missing on. And the best part about this is I feel like I've cracked the code on trading the S&P 500 E-minis. Okay, so just indulge me here for a few moments. I promise you, you're going to have your mind blown by the time you're done watching this video. All right, and you can also see here in the bottom left what I've done just in my own version is I've programmed a sort of tick counter on my version. This is kind of like my own personal debugging tool that I use to kind of just keep track of two items. Number one, the number of trades that this auto trader takes, but also the number of profitable ticks it's able to capture. All right, now my favorite location to start in any of these recap videos is always going to be the trade performance, all right, because this specific window cannot lie. This thing will only track live trades. All right, so you can see here I've got the start time here set to Friday, November 22nd. I'm going to go ahead and hit generate, let this thing queue up for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and maximize it, fit it to scale here so we can really take a look at what's going on under the hood. All right, now obviously if we just take a quick look at the scoreboard, this was insanely profitable. You can see here the total net profit clocking in a little above $3,600. But what I like to do, guys and gals, and I think what you should do, is learn to teach yourself how to get into the nitty-gritty, aka the fine details of every single live trade that you take. Okay, and how you do that is very simple. I want you to take your mouse here whenever you queue up your own trade performance. All right, take your mouse here, hit the drop down and select analysis, and then under period just change this to trades. All right, and then you see, or you're always going to see this beautiful P&L cumulative graph. And the reason that I love evaluating any strategy's performance using this piece of the trade performance window is simply because you can literally track trade by trade. All right, so The bottom piece here is beautiful, right? It's just a gorgeous looking equity graph. Okay, I guarantee you many of you guys who are using the retracement version are quite surprised by this. When I show you the auto trader settings that I'm using for myself, I think it'll make sense. All right. So anyway, the bottom part, it's pretty straightforward, but what you really should pay attention to, man, is the top part. All right. I'm going to squish this down a little bit and I'm going to expand column number 1 here. All right. I really like to do this. And again, I'm telling you guys, you should start doing this, okay? Because you can literally track every single trade here. All right. Matter of fact, look at the start time that this auto trader started to take trades. You can see my first trade on Friday, November 22nd, was 12:05 a.m. Right? Then the next trade was 3:02. Then the next trade was 3, so on and so on, right? Like it just logs all of the timestamps on your live trades. And then you can reference this information and then go back to your chart and sort of figure out, all right, so here was, trade number 7, let's just say, and then here was the profit target, right? And then maybe here was trade number 8. Okay, and then here was the profit target, so on and so on. But if we go back to the trade performance window and we expand column number 3 and column number 4, which in my humble opinion are the most important columns of the entire trade performance window. All right, take a look at this, man, right? You can see that I actually started out with a couple of losing trades, right? The first trade minus $375, the next trade minus $400. But then trade number 3, a $1,600 big boy. Matter of fact, if we go to the chart, then let's see if we can track those first 3 trades. All right. So first one here was a quick stop out on a reversal that went the other way. The next one here looks like it was a long on the pullback, and then we got stopped out on the reversal. But then look at this. We went short right here. Blue line. Look at this thing just keep us in the trade for an enormous profitable trade right over here. You understand what I'm saying, man? Right? And this is something that I really tried to hammer home in the webinar that we did last week. And that is the concept of just making sure your risk reward parameters, if you're using this bot. All right. Remember, this is a video only for people that are interested, I guess you could say, in the reversal bot, which is more of a trend trading bot. The follow around bot is more of a scalping bot. And again, I cannot say that one is better than the other. I mean, honestly, like 80% of my people are crushing it with the follow around scalper. But like I said, the purpose of this video is to show you the other bot and maybe give you some clues on how to use the trend bot to become profitable. Okay, so anyway, let's go back to the trade performance window. I mean, you can see here, right? Like, I mean, if you just scan column number 4, right? Look at all the losers. The losers are like, $400, $200, $300. Like, I mean, they're not that small, but they're relatively small. But look at all the winners, bro. When we win 4 times what we lose. Okay, this is the holy grail. All right, understanding risk reward, in my humble opinion, is the holy grail, and there's no one that's going to be able to convince me otherwise. All right, so take a look at all the winners here, man. In column 4, 1600, 1600, 1625, 1525, a small one here, 200, right, and then an even smaller one, 25. But by the time we reached the afternoon here, so the market closed this last trade 2:33 p.m., none of the losses mattered because the equity graph just was straight up crushing it for well over $4,000. Okay. I mean, this is real talk, man. These are all of the literally live trades that this thing took in a full 24-hour session. Now, could I have gone through and maybe sort of tweaked, the start time and end time to make sure that I'm only trading peak times? Yeah, I could have done that. But the reason that I didn't was because I wanted to really test the limits of this particular bot. All right. I mean, when this thing wins, it wins huge. All right. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is something that I think is really going to blow your mind and knock your socks off. All right. I want you to take a look at the win rate, which if you just look at the win rate, it's not that great, right? And I agree with you. We took 14 trades, we won on 6, and we lost 8. So we actually lost more trades than we won. But, guys and gals, let me show you the holy grail to trading. All right? Take a look at the average winning trade and take a look at the average losing trade. You see this? Okay, this is a 4-to-1 differential, and you can quite clearly see that the winning trades dwarf by a long shot any of the losing trades. You get what I'm saying? So listen, man, I hope you were able to pick up what I'm throwing down here. Customers have so far pitched me some really incredible ideas on, just some private stuff that they want to do with this particular version of the Auto Trader, like maybe add on some trade management, move some stuff to break even, and maybe even just scale in, all right, which is adding more to a winning position when the market is trending in your favor. A couple of people have pitched me some unbelievably awesome ideas on scaling in, and that's going to be the only thing that I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of the year. All right, so once again, man, congrats to all of my Auto Trader customers who believed in me. You believed in the system. You're crushing it with the system. Thank you so much for opting in and taking advantage of that special promo. Okay, that was a once in a lifetime offer that no one's ever going to see again. And so all I can say is if you have the Delta Renko and you didn't get the Auto Trader, shame on you. And boy, are you missing out. Get in touch with Uncle Mark, and if I like your vibes, maybe I'll get you into the ecosystem. But anyway, guys, we're probably going to do one more webinar to maybe take a further deep dive on this version here, the Delta chart reversal. I'm telling you, man, just practice with this, keep optimizing your settings, and I'm telling you, you're going to crack the code, okay? Because this is, in my humble opinion, the holy grail.